Welcome back to the Nevada Lithium story, the story of a world in need of lithium and our role in getting lithium to the world. Despite the remarkable strength in lithium prices, the markets overall have run into a wall. So with inflationary pressures in place and the world transitioning away from hydrocarbons, I wanted to pose a question. Why can't lithium companies like ours lead the rebound? It's in that context that I wanted to mention an event that, when we look back, I think will mark a pivot point in lithium stock sentiment. But first, let me provide a quick update on Bonnie Claire, our core lithium project in Nevada. In the field, drilling started last week on Bonnie Claire. This core drilling will generate more assays for resource upgrade and also geophysical data for the borehole mining testing design to follow. On the permitting front, the Plan of Operations request for Bonnie Claire was recently accepted by the Bureau of Land Management. When approved, the Plan of Operations permit will give us significantly greater acreage to drill and do other work. Iconic Minerals is the operator of this initial work program, and when Iconic updates us on expected approval, we will certainly announce that to investors. In the laboratory, Hazen Research will continue to prove out and refine the PEA recovery process as we send them additional samples. We're also testing to see whether we can generate additional revenue streams from Bonnie Claire. This will only be a positive for our already solid economics. I refer you to our news releases on June 13th, May 4th, and April 6th that give more detail about the initial work plan. This initial work plan is fully funded by the $5.5 million that Nevada Lithium paid for 50% ownership of the project. While Iconic operates this initial work plan at Nevada Lithium, we have been busy speaking with lithium investors and end users. I recently returned from a conference that introduced us to some important companies, and we're now developing relationships with them. We put together a Bonnie Claire data room, and we also have multiple non-disclosure agreements in place with significant lithium industry participants. All of this allows interested parties to take a deeper dive into Bonnie Claire, and I continue to work to increase the number of those who want to take a closer look at what we have. Now, on to the recent market events I wanted to bring to your attention. Before the big news about buying Twitter, Elon Musk had tweeted that Tesla might actually have to get into lithium mining and refining directly at scale. This caused the takeover rumor, and the share price of the assumed target company skyrocketed. The rumor turned out to be false, but the tweet remains. However, I think there will be a time not too far in the future when a rumor like this is not false, and when that happens, we'll look back to see that this was the turning point in sentiment. Maybe Tesla won't be involved, but I do think it can happen, and here's why. When speaking to lithium users, the first question I'm always asked is, how quickly can you bring on production? Everybody wants to lock in lithium supplies now, and that's reflected in the extremely high prices. But these high prices can't bring new supplies forward any faster, and high prices can't bring back a bunch of old, non-profitable lithium mines. They just don't exist. And that's the fundamental difference between lithium and almost every other commodity. Higher and higher current lithium prices can't bring new supplies forward any more quickly, and those new supplies are exactly what's needed to lower prices. Because the lithium industry is in its infancy, there's no incentive pricing mechanism to quickly unlock more material. It seems to be a no-win situation for lithium users. But even with prices so high, I think that there are ways for lithium end users to mitigate the impact to their cost, and that's what I've been busy showing to interested parties. There are many ways for companies to extract value from Bonnie Claire. A project as big and valuable as Bonnie Claire attracts companies that want not only offtake, but the right to participate in construction or finance construction and even operate facilities post-construction. And those are exactly the kind of talks that we're having. Remember, we're considerably farther ahead than many of our exploration and development peers. We have a 43-101 PEA and a fully funded initial work program that's moving us towards pre-feasibility. Lithium prices are now over 4 times higher than the prices used to complete our PEA at the end of last year, and this propels the valuation of Bonnie Claire towards $10 billion. Valuation of that magnitude moves needles on the screens of big companies. Current market sentiment won't deter the end users of lithium. They've committed to electric vehicles, and without lithium in their batteries, they will simply not have anything to sell. I'm not saying that lithium users want to be in the mining business, because they certainly don't. But the reality is that their involvement at least offers them a chance to control their lithium destiny. Through creative collaboration with a company like ours, they can mitigate some of the impact from paying high spot prices for lithium, and they can lock up future supply. We can take what used to be an I win, you lose situation and turn it into a we both win situation. I think that car companies such as Tesla, Volkswagen, and Stellantis have demonstrated they understand this. Some of the recent investments have been in relatively unproven lithium extraction methods, and in my opinion, more and more companies will follow. The tremendous lithium prices we see are a result of a scarcity of supply that won't be going away. Because of this, the potential reward we can offer to lithium end users is also tremendous. Lithium prices are telling us that the world will need all the lithium it can get, including bonding clairs. However, this is a process, and we must be patient. Big companies tend to move very slowly. There are bureaucracies, overworked staffs, and even language differences. But when we are successful, and I am confident we will be, we will unlock value for our shareholders. Despite current market sentiment, we continue to make progress. At Nevada Lithium, we're also actively evaluating other projects that will complement the story we have with Bonnie Claire. I'll be certain to update you as I can, and as we work to unlock the value currently concealed in our company. Thank you for your interest in Nevada Lithium.